It's been a while since I've had a replay analysis video, so today I wanted to bring one of them, and it's probably one of the best ways to learn about game sense and positioning, so I'll try and delve into that as much as I can today, and hopefully we can help improve this player's game. Okay, so I will put up the ranks for you now, and the player we're going to be looking at is Mr. Kent 27. Yeah, I mean the kickoff's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Now there you're just a little bit slow on the aerial, you just have to go for that a little bit quicker, but you know, that's fine, that comes with time, just more practice. Okay, there's two things to take note of here. First off is that you notice you have that little fault before you go for the actual aerial. Well, you need to get rid of that initial fault and you just need to be able to go for the aerial. And obviously it's going to mean that you miss a lot at first because you're going to be trying to go faster to the ball, so it means you're going to miss more. But in the long run, it's going to make you better. So if you notice here, you kind of pause before you go for the aerial when you just want to go straight up. That's why you end up losing the aerial. But because you take that pause, you then have to realize that you've taken too long to go for the aerial, so you just don't want to go for it. You know, you want to think, I'm going to be beat to this ball, let the other team hit it and just not even bother going up. Because you've taken that extra bit of time and you've jumped, now you just want to just not continue the jump. You just want to kind of go back to the ground, rotate back to goal. But because you keep going for the aerial, knowing that you're beat, you just put yourself out the play. So you want to be better, you want to just get quicker at going up for aerials. And there, that's just not rotating back to the back post. I know it's very tempting here to go across the field to the ball, but what you need to do here is you need to rotate to your left here. So you want to go to your left slightly, and then you want to rotate to the back post across your goal. And then coming from that angle, it will be a lot easier for you to intercept this ball than going across towards the ball. You're going to where the ball is, and you want to be going to where the ball's going to be, not where it is. So yeah, because you cut across, you just make it difficult for yourself, and they get it past you. And then yeah, they ultimately score from it. So there was two mistakes there. The first off was the aerial. It wasn't that you didn't go quick enough for the aerial. It's because you kept going for the aerial knowing that you wasn't going to win it. But then the biggest mistake you made was you didn't rotate to the back post. Okay, that was good there. How you recognised that your team were a bit slow to the kickoff. So you just went slowly and then you wanted to see what happens with the play. And the first thing here you have to be thinking about is you've got a teammate to your right. Now, there's a very good chance that the teammate to your right is probably going to go for this ball. So therefore, you just want to let him go for it, if that's the case. Because you're in an ideal position, you want to let him go for it. Because then if he messes up, you're going to be there as a safety net. Okay, which you do. Now, you make the correct call by letting him go. But then you went after anyway, so that's fine, you don't let him go. But now you want to have that same fault because the other team have missed it, your teammate is there, he's obviously going to try and hit the ball, so therefore you just want to let him hit it. Now if there was a player coming in to hit the ball on the other team, it would be different, but because there's not, you know, you can let your teammate take this, but you take it, and now you've got to hope that your teammate's back there, which he kind of is. But I guess the main point I'm trying to make is that you always want to put safety over everything else. Like, you always want to be more cautious, especially at these ranks, because at these ranks, players aren't good in defense at all. Like, every time you get teammates, you have to think, my team aren't going to be able to defend. So therefore, you have to be able to defend, and therefore you have to make more cautious plays, you know, based off that. So again there, like, it's obvious that you're beat to this ball, you know, you don't want to go for it, you're trying to force a play that isn't there. You may not realise this, but just you being where you are is enough. You've already done enough because you're making the other team hit the ball away. The Savage can dribble this out, which will be the ideal play for him. So he dribbles it to the wall, tries to make a play. Now if you just fake challenge, so if you just drive now, just turn around, go back to your own goal, you should have a teammate behind you. This ball's going to dish out to your teammate, and then you're in the play still, you know, just ready for like whatever your teammate decides to do. But because you go for this, you've now put yourself out the play. So you just want to fake challenge that. you've got somebody in goal. So the only thing you have to do in this position is you have to try and bait the hit. So you have to try and get the other player, so the savage in this example, you have to get him to hit the ball, because as soon as he hits the ball, it gives your goalkeeper an opportunity to get it, you know, to save it, to clear it, to do whatever. But because you hit it, now look, now you've made it really awkward. You've put yourself out the play. You're not going to have any backboard defense at this rank. So now you've hit it to the backboard, and your two teammates are now sitting in net like sitting ducks, just waiting, you know, for somebody to come in and hit this ball into the back of the net. Which fortunately for you, you know, doesn't happen. Okay, that's a good 50. But now take your time here. Because you've got 83 boost here, you can't guarantee that your teammate's got a lot of boost. So therefore you can turn on this ball because there's no pressure on it. If you see there's no one from the other team coming in, you've got plenty of time. So because you've got that time, you can take the time to turn, you know, maybe take it off the wall and make a play. But, you know, it's no problem that you did. I'm just saying that, you know, there's a time to leave it for your teammate, and there's a time when you can turn and take the ball yourself. That was a good pass from your teammate. Okay, that was good, how you left that and you made it obvious to your teammate. You don't have to go up for this. You know, you could have just caught that ball and dribbled it. See, there was that delay again, and what you need to do, you need to get a training pack where the ball's sitting up like that and you just have to aerial towards it. Now, I would recommend creating a training pack where your car isn't actually positioned directly at the ball, so you have to turn a little before you jump and aerial for the ball. That will help you with, you know, having to position yourself as well. So here you just want to go, like you want to go already be up in the air, be ready flying for this. But then on the flip side to that, you can fake challenge here. You want to think, I'm not going to be able to win this ball. The other team are going up for it. Both of my teammates are forward. Time for me just to go back to goal. But because you kind of do both, you know, you just put yourself out of position again. So that's definitely something that you need to work on. Ooh, your teammate faked him out there. Okay, I would have took that to the wall. I see a lot of people do this at this rank, and it's like where you just see the shot, you always want to go for the shot, but because you haven't really got a shot here, because look at the angle of the ball, the angle of your car, it's going to be very hard for you to shoot. So what you want to do here is you want to hit the ball to the left, up the wall. You don't want to try and go to the right. You see what I mean? Because it's going to be very hard for you. How you're going to score this? It's going to be impossible. Even if the Falcon doesn't hit the ball here, there's still not going to be a chance of you scoring that. So you just want to take it up the wall to the left and then try and make a play that way. But that another thing I will say is that also accounts for anywhere on the pitch, because I notice whenever players at this rank get the ball, they always just go straight down the middle of the pitch. Because you're in a 3v3, you've got 3 players to beat. Obviously, you know, if you've got an open goal or a clear path, then yeah, take it down the middle. I'm talking about if everyone's sitting back, like in this case. You always want to take that ball to the wall. Be good patience, you just wait. Now again, you know, you have to realise you're last man here, which you do. This is all good. This is all good play. Yep, now your teammate's gone back. You know you can challenge. There I would have faked a hit. There's 2 options you can do here. You can fake the hit, so you can make it look like you're going to hit it, fake it, and then try and maybe pass it out to the middle. Or you can go for a demo. Instead of hitting the ball, you can just drive towards the front post and just demo the goalie on the front post, maybe even the second player, and then hopefully your teammate can come in and put this ball into an empty net. But, you know, in the end, you just end up clearing it. So that's why you want to go for one of the other options instead. Yeah, see there, same thing again what I was talking about earlier. You want to go to the wall here. So you just want to take a light touch to the right, you know, to the wall, and then you can try and make a play there. And because you haven't got much boost, you know, you're not going to hit it out off the wall and try and make an aerial play. You're going to try and maybe dribble it round, try and bait the other team player in and then just hit it over his head to try and get it past him. Because just hitting the ball like this, you're just like, here you go, Orange, have the ball back. You know, I can't do anything with it. Now I won't go for this because it's going to be so hard for you to win this ball. Like, I know you might get lucky 1 in 10 and you know you might manage to get a goal, but 9 times out of those 10 they're going to get an attack, and it's going to be a 3v1, you know, against your teammate. So because it's going to be so hard for you to win this ball, just don't even go for it. You can fake it, that's fine, get them to hit it away, because if they hit it away it's going to go to your teammate in goal, and then you've got another attack. But by flying in for this, trying to get a shot, you're just going to put yourself out of the play like that. You know, it's unfortunate they go straight in. I mean, that's on your teammate for not having the goal covered, but you know, I wouldn't have went for that in the first place. But I don't think it would have mattered. I think it probably still would have went in. You have to respect the other team, like that they can hit the ball. So because you drive forward that little extra bit, it just puts you in a bad position. This is good, just waiting. That's your ball. Good pass. So just get a touch on that. Oh, okay. That's just that's just unfortunate. And then you guys forfeit. So that touch at the end was, you know, unfortunate, but there was a lot of things there that you can definitely work on. I think ultimately your gameplay is quite good. Like, I like how you're quite cautious, and I think your judgment on when you need to take the ball and when you need to let your teammates take the ball is quite good. So you're quite a good team player. I think the things you need to work on are like the aerials. You need to really practice taking out that initial fault before you go for the aerial, so that pause. And I think you need to fake challenge a lot more. You need to work on your shadow defense, when to challenge, when not to challenge. Then it's just the basics like rotating back post, stuff like that. You know, lots of stuff that I've mentioned in other videos that I would definitely recommend watch. And I think once you start implementing them things into your game, and then you will start seeing a lot of difference in your results. Well, that's where I'm going to leave this one, but thanks for watching as always, and until next time.